It's great to be back with all of you again today. We are joined. We are joined. You know, I must tell you that when I was invited to speak today, I thought that all my years of public service, and I have spent most of my life in public service, I never imagined that there would be a day whereby my beliefs, my values, the liberty and freedoms that I cherish would put me in front of 1400 Pennsylvania Avenue, pleading for my country and my president to do the right thing, to delist the MEK, to provide them the protection, and give them the opportunity to assemble at some future time. To give them the opportunity at some future time in the streets of Tehran to do the same thing they've been doing in the streets of Washington, D.C. Democratic protest. I'm here to join several other speakers with whom I'm honored to be joined in this noble cause, and literally dozens of others. And we're talking about Republicans and Democrats, conservatives and liberals, military and diplomatic leaders who served in Republican and Democrat administrations. You know, this is not a town where there's much bipartisan cooperation going on, but this is an issue that is apolitical for each and every one of us. There is a legitimate democratic opposition group in Iran. Iran, the #1 terrorist state in the world, probably the most responsible for destabilizing Middle East. There's one major democratic opposition group, that's the MEK. They need to get off the foreign terrorist organization list so they can do what the Iranian people want them to do. Now, we gather here in a very peaceful demonstration because we're concerned that if we don't do the right thing, the 3,400 unarmed residents, men and women, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, whom the United States of America pledged to protect when they surrendered their weapons back in 2004. It's time for us to do the right thing. It's time for us to follow the law. Much has been said about the president's legal education as a constitutional lawyer. Much has been written about the quality of his legal education. And so I would simply ask my president, and he is my president, to follow the law. This is a country founded on a constitution. This is a country founded on the rule of law. It's not about politics, Mr. President. It's about looking at the statute, and if you look at it clearly and look at the evidence, this is not a group that should be on the foreign terrorist organization list. The only group that should be on the list is the country of Iran itself under the rule of the Mullah. I say to my president that the law is clear. The obligation is equally clear, Mr. President. We made a commitment. We signed promises to these residents that we would provide protection for them. And our United States military did that until the change in status of forces agreement, and we gave that responsibility to the Maliki government. They have failed to live up to their responsibility, and in doing so, we have failed to live up to our commitment to the people of Camp Ashraf. It is undeniably morally bankrupt for us as a country to make a promise to keep people safe and secure and then fail to deliver on that promise. The obligation is clear, Mr. President. We must delist the MEK, call for the Security Council of the United Nations to provide the protection that they need, call on the Maliki government